happen to click on this immediately, Girls Game Shelf, who are a YouTube and Twitch community, they do a whole bunch of board game content. They are going to be live streaming a game of Welcome to, which is the game that you see here on my screen right now, in just about 15 minutes. And I'm going to play along with them, but I wanted to start streaming early so you all could play along too. If you do want to play, you have to be part of the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook. So if you aren't part of that lovely community, you're going to need to join that so you can see what's going on over there. So if you're not on Facebook, I'm not sure if we're going to have options there. And I totally recognize that not everybody wants to be on Facebook, and that's totally cool. But yeah, hopefully I am actually live. Oh yeah, it says on YouTube I am, and I'm going to assume that is the case on Twitch as well. Also, happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I am doing pretty good, honestly. I'm going to play some games, so that's fun. I might play some games on Board Game Arena after this. This is not going to be straight ever, and it's going to drive me bananas because I'm going to move it every single time. Also, I recognize it looks a little blurry right now, but once I start writing on it, it'll get better. So, like, you'll be able to see the stuff that I'm writing on it pretty clearly, which I think that's kind of the point. So it looks like that's going to be pretty good. So basically, you all can see how bad I am at Welcome to. And you all can call me out if I try and cheat. How about that? David Phillips is in the chat on YouTube and says, "Hey, girl." I'm not a girl, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'm a woman, lady. You know, there's better words. Just saying. It's fine. But I like the extra R's, so it fits. It works. I hope you're having a good day, David. And if anyone else has joined us, I hope you all are having a good day too. So currently I have the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook down in that bottom left-hand corner. But if you want to play Welcome to along with Girls Game Shelf, you are going to want to watch their stream that's starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you hop in here, you can watch me play Welcome to, but you are going to want to watch their stream at the same time if you want to play along. And if you do not have Welcome to, you don't own the game, if you go to Board Game Geek, you can get the, you can download the score sheet, this sheet here, the paper version of it, and either print it out or, no, you're fine, David. It's totally cool. Yeah, you can download the score sheet and play along. And I imagine if you downloaded it onto your computer, you could probably use something like Microsoft Paint or something else to mark on it digitally if you really needed to, if you don't have a printer. Yeah, so you should all play along if you happen to join in and before that. So until that happens, we've got about 10 minutes. Is there anything that I can play on Board Game Arena in that time is the question. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make this one disappear for a second. So that is this one. And we will put back on, which browser is it? I think it's going to be that one. So we're going to turn on this one. Yes. So then we can go to Board Game Arena. If I could type, what can I play in 10 minutes with a stranger? Is the question, because it's got to be real fast. Oh, Anna Maria posted in the Girls Game Shelf community. Let's see here. 15 minutes all. Everybody get your pencils out. Yep. I'm going to make sure that you all can play Welcome to along with them. So you want to make sure you are in the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook. I'm going to keep saying that for people who happen to come in later. Let's see, game that I can play super fast. Because I don't want to have to quit in the middle of a game. Yeah, the problem is not all of these, like, some of them could be quick. There's a game called Solo. Do you play it solo? I don't know what that one is. I guess Can't Stop maybe, but only, it depends on the number of players, so I probably shouldn't play on Board Game Arena right now, only because I don't want to risk missing the stream. So we're just going to hang out for a few minutes and you all should prepare yourself and get ready to play Welcome To. If you are watching this video here on the Board Game Blitz YouTube channel after the fact, you can still play along with Welcome To. That's what's cool about Welcome To, is even if you don't play along with us live, you can still play after the fact. So I will try to remember later, after I finish this stream, to come back into the YouTube description and put a timestamp in for when the game actually starts. But you won't be able to watch the Girls Game Shelf stream. You might not be able to play with us after the fact, depending on how much you can see, because I don't want to stream their content directly into mine, because I want people to go to their stream. But you can hopefully see me play, if nothing else. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hide that and go back to this, which is blurry for right now. Oh, I have to name my town. What do we want to name my town is the question. Welcome to... Friendlyville. That's a pretty generic name. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think that'll work. Also, I'm going to be touching my face. I can't stop touching my face. It's like impossible for me. It is what it is. Let me see here. I'm going to make sure that I've got everything going properly on the places, YouTube and whatnot. Should be live in all the places. Yes. Okay, so we're good on YouTube. What about Twitch? Making sure that everything is working properly. Yes, awesome. It is working in both places. I hadn't seen any chat from Twitch, so I didn't know if anyone was here. It's Saturday afternoon. Maybe everybody's busy. You know, going on a walk or going to the park or playing their own games, which is pretty awesome. But I'm going to play Welcome To with Girls Game Shelf, and anyone else who comes in just now should do the same. So make sure you are part of the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook. I wonder if I can link to that in the chat. Let me see if I'm able to. Can I share the group? Invite? I can invite specific friends, but I don't know if I can just share it directly. It is a private group on Facebook, so you do have to request to join. But I don't think I can pull a link. I don't know if I copy and paste this link from Facebook, if it would actually work. Here, let me try just going back out and going to the group itself. Okay, I think if I drop this, oh, hi Bones and Banners. I don't know who you are based on your username. All right, we're gonna try dropping that in the chat. That should be now in the chat on Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to join the Girls Game Shelf community, which is honestly one of the most lovely communities on Facebook you could ever hope to join. Lots of really wonderful people there. That is how you're going to be able to play Welcome To with us. So make sure that you have joined that Facebook group if you want to participate. The game will be starting in less than 10 minutes, in theory. So how's everybody doing today? I hope you all are doing good. I started this stream for myself earlier than I needed to, but that's because I didn't want to run into any issues and not be able to do it. Of course, because I started it early, there were no issues, and now I'm just sitting here vamping for 15 minutes, but that's fun. It's fine. I went to the grocery store yesterday, like a lot of people, not to panic buy things, but just to buy some general stuff. And I would be curious to know if anyone watching ever impulse buys things when you're in line at the grocery store. So obviously the lines at the grocery store were a little longer than usual, and so they kind of wrapped out toward the main aisles of the grocery store. And I don't buy chips that often, but they had salsa verde Doritos. And I must say, they are really good. This was an impulse buy for me. I had never had this flavor of Doritos before, but they're very tasty. And so I brought them up here with me to snack on, you know, because that's the perfect audio for a video stream, is someone crunching on Doritos. Oh, goodness. I am having a lot of fun streaming live games here on the Blitz channels. And I hope you all are enjoying watching them. I did put a really fluffy blanket back there by the wall in case any of the dogs decide to wander up here, so they have somewhere cozy to lay. They won't usually hang out here in my office with me unless they're on my lap, but like they won't just like hang out on the floor. But so I figured if I put that blanket there, we have a chance. If one of them wanders in, they may take a nap, and we might get to see them. So yeah, I'm hoping that we'll attract a doggo at some point. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited to play Welcome to. I like this game a lot. I'm not that great at it always, but Girls Game Shelf is pretty cool. So I might be able to at least pick up the audio from their stream so you all can hear what's going on. But again, I don't want to like monopolize their stream. I want people to watch that first, not mine, if that makes sense. But I also want you all to see how bad I am at Welcome To. So, if anyone is watching this not live but after the fact and has sat through the past 10 minutes of me yammering for no reason, you're the real MVP. But yeah, I am going to play some games on Board Game Arena after the Welcome To stream ends. So if you are here live and you do want to play games on Board Game Arena, hang out for a bit. Even if you can't play Welcome To, you can watch Welcome To and then we can play on Board Game Arena together. My username on Board Game Arena is Dabo Girl, D-A-B-O Girl, as in from Star Trek, obviously. I say obviously like everyone would know that. Not everybody would know that. It's obvious to me and me alone, probably. Okay, and I'm going to post in the Board Game Blitz Slack channel. Twitch and YouTube channels. So I don't know how exciting it would be to just watch me play Welcome To, but guess what? We're doing it. I'm so excited. I love board games. I'm sad that I had to cancel my weekly game group, but we meet in a public space and it felt like the right thing to do. So now I can just play games online with people, and that's pretty fun. So, you know what I should do? I should share, let's see here. No. I guess I could just share the group on my Facebook page. So let's just go, here we'll go home. Sorry for the loud typing. I know it's ridiculous. I have a very loud keyboard. I like it that way. Sorry. In a couple of minutes. Okay. Posting that on Facebook so that way I should have posted that on the Blitz page, not my page. Oh, whatever, it's too late. It's fine. Let's go back to this. I've got the new Facebook layout and it's very weird on desktop. I can switch back to the old one if I want to, but it's odd. Bones and Banners says, I have only played on Roll and Write, so I'm sitting in to perhaps learn Welcome to. Oh, you've only played one Roll and Write. Oh, okay. Yeah, Welcome to, it's one of those games that seems really complicated, and it's a little bit harder to teach than most Roll and Writes, but it's pretty simple once you get down to it. And I assume that Anna, who is Anna Maria is a great games teacher, is probably going to teach at the beginning of the stream. So I won't duplicate that. I assume she'll be explaining it to people who don't know how to play. I'm never going to get this straight, and it's going to drive me bananas. I own a lot of Roll and Write games. I own, so for Welcome to specifically, I own the base game and the 4 holiday expansions. I don't have Welcome to Las Vegas yet, which is ironic since I live in Las Vegas. And then with the expansions, they sent out these transparencies. And so this is the zombie apocalypse one on the back of this one. It's weird because they only have one of each of the expansions as a dry erase sheet, but then it has 4 of the regular ones. Which that makes sense, but then if you only have one dry erase for the other ones, I guess you could just play it solo, or everyone else could use the paper sheets. I don't know. Okay, it is 1 o'clock. I'm going to try and keep an eye out for when the stream starts on Facebook. I do not want to miss that. And yeah, I'm very excited. I am going to continue straightening this for all time. Even though every time I write on it, it's going to get messed up a little bit. And I know it's a little blurry looking and you can't really see. I wonder if I could kind of show you all the details of the card a little bit better just by holding it up. Whoa, gosh, wrong direction. It's doing this autofocus thing, which I've tried to turn off, and even when I have it turned off, it still does it. It is difficult, but she'll explain the rules for Welcome to. My husband just texted me saying he's going on a walk. Oh, that was 3 minutes ago, apparently. So maybe he already went. I have not missed it, right? It hasn't started? I'm going to refresh the page just to make sure. I don't want to miss it when it starts. All right. We are standing by, ready to play Welcome to. I didn't even get the rest of my game out. I just brought one of the transparencies into my office. The rest of it is in my loft with the rest of my games. I guess I could have brought the rest of it to show you all of the regular stuff, but I don't think it'll be needed. Do I need to go to the watch tab? No. Oh, we don't want to spoil Picard stuff for anyone who hasn't seen that. Let's go back to the main page. So again, if you are just now joining my stream live, you are going to want to be part of the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook, and that is where Anna Maria is going to be streaming the parts of the game that you're going to need to see. If you're watching my stream, you're just going to get to see kind of what I'm doing. So, and I put the link to that in the chat, although I guess if you're joining now, you might not be able to see it. Ooh, live now. Here we go.
Hey.
Oh. Oh no. Why is it not working? Trying to reload. No. Oh, come on. Here, I'm going to go back to classic Facebook. No, we don't care. Let's see if... Yeah, we'll switch back to the new
on my phone.
Oh, here we go.
Because I can't see. So the monitor, which is usually about 3 feet away from my face, is currently about 7 feet away from my face, would you say?
Something like that.
Something like that. So I can't see that. So I'm going to pull this up on my phone while the lovely and talented Benjamin explains the game to everybody who has not played. Take it away.
Is there anyone that hasn't played this game?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
some people are just going to hang out.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
Okay, so everybody is going to have one of these. This is your score sheet.
Either paper one or they can have it on their phone. Yeah.
There are paper ones. There are printer friendly ones that are online on Board Game Geek, if that is a concern for you.
Yes, someone linked it earlier. As a matter of
yes.
fact, I'll try and find it and drop it in the links now. And hey, Elizabeth, thank you for telling me that I was actually looking at the camera. I appreciate that. What?
And there's also a free phone app, and at least in the Android store. There's not an Apple version. Somehow some of these got flipped. That's exciting. Anyway, so the way that this game works is that over a series of rounds, we will be building our little mid-century Florida neighborhoods here. And
I never thought about it being Florida, but I guess it almost has to be with all the little.
It is, right? Little neon pink houses and such.
Well, that's really cute. Now I want a little swamp and an alligator.
Fair enough. Anyway, so over the course of the game, there will be. So I'm gonna just cut these up roughly here, because the actual exact quantity doesn't matter. So there will be. I'll do it like that. 3 piles of cards.
There we go. All right, there's a link to the BGG one if you need to print one out now. It's in the comments below.
Well, there you go. Of course, these decks got flipped around somehow.
Okay.
So, anyway, well, this makes it not great for camera. Actually, I will probably do it the reverse. I'll put these up here, and I'll put these down here so they can be seen.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
So anyway, on each turn, there are 3 combinations of cards that you can choose. So you can choose this set, or this set. And there are 2 things to do on your turn. Number 1, you have to make a house somewhere on your board be this number. And then you may or may not use this symbol. And if you can't put the house number down, then that marks off a score penalty, and 3 penalties for 1 person will end the game. And so you will. God, I haven't actually explained this game in forever. I'm having a hard time with it. Anyway,
I'm putting the plans into the comments. Somebody said it was kind of hard to see them anyway, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So you will build your neighborhood left to right. The numbers have to ascend. So this one over here should be a lower number, and then each house in order. They don't have to be consecutive. Like you can have a 6 right next to an 8, but once you've done that, 7 has nowhere to go on that row, and so on. The cards are numbered 1 through 15, but they do concentrate towards the middle. So there are more 6s and 7s and 8s than there are 1s and 2s and 14s and 15s. You'll build out your neighborhood. You'll put the numbers in, and then you'll use these symbols. So if you use this symbol here, I'll explain them as they come up because there's a bunch of them, but you only have so many choices on a given turn. So this one here, if you take this one, you would mark off one of the. You would mark off the leftmost box of the forest of that row, or the park, excuse me, of that row.
The forest.
So,
Yeah.
So if I put that 11 in this row, I would mark off this spot here. And so the more parks you put on the same row, the more valuable they become. A fence, you will mark one of the vertical dotted lines between houses. It doesn't have to be next to this, so I can put this 4 somewhere, and then I can put the fence somewhere else. That's fine. And if you, and they're the primary way by which you will complete these neighborhood plans, which I'll talk about in a second, but also neighborhood sizes. So a neighborhood is a series of houses in a row that have fences on both sides of the chunk of them. So if you have just one house that has fences on both sides of it because they don't like their neighbors, that's a size 1 neighborhood.
Good fences make good neighbors.
Sure, yeah. And all the way up to here at the end is if there are 6 houses in a row with a fence on each end. And those are progressively more valuable. And you can make them more valuable over the course of the game. We don't have that symbol out here, but anytime you see this purple symbol, you can make a certain neighborhood size more valuable. And the third one here, this is a, I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's like a construction, I always just call it the orange construction thing. Basically, it lets you modify this number. So this is paired with a 7 here. And what that means is that I can actually play this as a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So plus or minus 2.
And you can do that with the 1 and the 15, right?
Yes. And so with that, you can take something down to 0, or you can take a number up to if a 15 was paired with it, you could make a 17 be the end of the row. Oh. And if that's an option, that's usually what you want to go for because that just extends the range of options. But in this case, it's plus or minus 2. But even if you play it as a 7, you'll still mark one of the orange bits down here at the bottom. This is a competitive thing, so whoever has the most orange bits marked at the end of the game. I don't remember.
I know, I don't either. That's why I'm laughing, because I always call them the construction doohickeys.
So whoever has the most orange things built at the end of the game, they get 7 points. Whoever has the second most gets 4 points, and whoever has the third most gets 1 point. And everybody else just hopefully got better numbers along the way. And that's it. I'll explain the other symbols when they come up for the first time.
Okay.
But I do want to. Well, I guess I should probably. I kind of already talked about purple. The other important one is pools. You don't. If you mark a number that has a pool, or if you put the number in a house that has a pool, when the pool symbol is out over here, you can circle the pool, and that's worth a point bonus down over here.
Well,
so
say it again when that comes up.
I'll say it again when it comes up, but what I'm saying is that you may not want to put one of these where a pool is pictured.
Because you want to save the space.
Because you want to save the space. So,
all right. Do you want me to do these?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ben explained that the purple are neighborhoods, and a neighborhood is anything that has fences on both sides. Okay. It can be from 1 all the way up to 6. And these are like special goal type cards. They're plans, right? And what these are trying to, inform your strategy a little bit is to make neighborhoods of certain sizes. So with this particular plan card, if you are the first person to make 2 neighborhoods that are 5, then you'll get 8 points. And if you do it later, you'll get 4. There's one here that is a single house, yet another single house, and then 6 houses all together. I don't know who the city planner was, but that's not working so great. 11 and 6 on that one. And then the final one is a set of 3 and a set of 4. There's not a whole lot of overlap this time, but if there had been like a 4 here and a 4 there, you can't use the same neighborhood for multiple plans. So you would have to do, another set.
Yeah,
so
they're all unique here. So that's
they are
helpful.
We will, so I put what these numbers are and what you would score for them down into the comments. I keep pointing. I hope the comments are below for you. I put them down into the comments. It can be anywhere. And as I said, the first person will score the first, and anyone else who gets it that round would also get this amount of points. And in later rounds,
anyone who does it on the same round gets the maximum value.
This is one of the ways that the game will end. There are 2 ways. Either someone gets all 3 of them, which happens occasionally. Seems to happen with smaller player counts, so maybe not so much today. Or someone, so in this last section are the negatives that you might score on your card. You need my little pointer? All right. And right here, you'll start marking if you can no longer place a number. You've got everything filled in, and 15 keeps coming up, and there's nothing on the end for you. You'll cross one out, cross another out, cross a third, and then once you get to the next one that you can't fill in, that will end the game for us. So that seems to happen.
Yeah.
the most, especially with a lot of players.
Yeah, there is technically a third way the game can end, is that if somebody has filled out all of their houses, which could happen early if somebody uses a lot of the
beasts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is another way the game can end, even if it doesn't end in errors or filling out the plans. But I don't know that I've ever seen.
I think we've come very, very close before, but I don't think anyone's actually done it. There's a starred section on your card. If this is your first time playing, just ignore it for now. That's a little expansion. We're not going to play with that today. So, all right. I have to tell you, we've not only got a lot of people here watching. Sarah's like, this is her self-care for the day. And she's like, can you put the points in? Can you put the plans in? I'm going to make a strategy. Like, she is ready for this. So
it just says Facebook user, but someone says once you use a neighborhood for a plan, you can't break it up. So that's true. So I can't make a 4 neighborhood just to complete this plan and then chop it up into 1 neighborhoods, because that would be more profitable. If I use it as a 4 for the plan, what you'll do is you'll mark around the back side as well, just to indicate that section has been used by a plan.
Yeah,
and you can't break it up any further.
Yeah. Crystal points out it's when someone crosses off their third one. So someone will cross off, and that's it. That's correct. I got on a roll and it just kept going with it. I might have even said 6 times. I'm not sure.
I don't know what you said.
I
missed it.
That's where we are now.
All right. So I'm going to pull these so I can see where they are in the camera. So I'm going to pull these just to make them a little more.
While Ben's doing that, everybody, you'll notice there's a place for you to name your town. So name your town and tell us what your town is down in the comments. I'm going to stick with my tried and true Anna Mariaville.
I want to turn the overhead light off because I think we're getting some glare.
Go for it.
Let me do that.
While you're over there, will you grab another pad for me to slide underneath here?
Is that better or worse?
I don't know. It looks better to me, but but everything looks bad to me. So no, I think a couple more pieces of the paper would help, or one of the dry erase sheets. Yeah.
Okay, so if you all.
So I love this game. We play a lot. We did get the dry erase sheets that were a stretch goal for the expansion.
So if you all are watching here on the Blitz stream, and you want to play along, it's probably easier for you to go join the Girls Game Shelf community on Facebook to see their video feed, because you'll be able to see it more clearly there. But I am going to leave it up on mine just so you can see and hear what's going on. But yeah, you should be part of that community on Facebook for sure. Okay, let's unmute them.
Yeah, that's Cindy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, we noticed. So we had to go down to St. Mary's, which is near where Cindy and Colin are, this week to pick up our oldest. And it's summer down there, it feels like already, which was kind of not great, actually. It made me a little sad. Not supposed to be summer yet. All right. I did, baby. Treasureville. Snow Pirona Spring Quarantineville. All right.
Okay.
I like it. Did you fit it all in the spot? I'm kind of curious. Got my town. 4 trees. All right.
Home Officeville.
Are we going to go with these numbers, by the
That's
way?
great.
Since they're already out and everybody can see them. Yep. Do you know if you can zoom in any on your...
I don't think I can.
Okay.
With the Streamlab or the StreamYard thing.
All right.
I think it's just stuck.
It's just what it is. Can you lower the...
Yeah, I can do that.
The doohickamabob is what I was going to call it. Once again,
weird.
the technical
Let's
term.
see if I bring it a little closer.
Yeah, let's get it back just a little bit. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to mute my mic for a sec.
Let us know what you all think. So.
Okay.
All right.
That probably made the...
Welcome to Home Office.
Probably made these a little harder to see. Let me see if can I do this and make them... Does that
there you
help?
go. It might somewhat.
I don't know.
Just ask, if you're having trouble seeing it, I actually, since I'm going to be home so much the next couple of weeks, ordered a real, for really real, top-down webcam and thing. I'm really excited to get to mess with more stuff because I can't go anywhere. So, but you can't go anywhere either right now.
No, true.
We're just here. Here we are.
Working from home.
Yeah. Working from home. How much Pokemon have we played today?
Well, I'm not working today. It is a weekend.
All right.
Work.
So For your first, we're going to we'll just use these numbers, and I gotta remember not to pat the table. I'm a habitual like slapper.
Yeah. Please stop.
So use one of
Okay,
these
so
numbers,
let's see,
put them
we've
in your
got
spot,
11, 4,
and then
and
obey
7.
whichever card goes with it. Right?
Okay.
Technically these are optional, but there's usually very little reason not to use them.
Absolutely use them if you can. It's gonna. I mean, that's what's gonna give you points.
So we're gonna do, what do we want? We want a 3,
The
4,
biggest
5,
reason why that
5,
comes in
1,
is that
1,
if you use
6.
the
Okay.
B or the beast
We're
one,
gonna
that has a score
for the
penalty. But
fence.
so that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
people
We're gonna go
don't
ahead and
always
fence.
Oh
use
yeah,
it.
I don't use that one very much. Do you know? I never thought about using the plans to kind of make a strategy, and now that Sarah said it, I'm like,
You don't have to put it next to
that's
Oh.
a thing
that
you
one.
can do, right?
You can put it anywhere, but
I'm usually just
that's
like
what they're there for. I thought. That,
no,
okay.
no. I live in Willy Nillysville.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I'll do that.
Okay.
It's
Color
not
my little
shaking the
fence.
table or anything too much, is it?
Yeah, if we're shaking the table too much by our coloring, let us know. We'll not color. We'll just draw lines. It won't be as pretty that way. All right. Did you? Yes, we are using. I appreciate that you can. I can't even see that says anything,
Yeah.
and I have to look over here. Crystal asked if we're using the numbers. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and use them. I mean, they've been here, right?
Yeah.
Ben doesn't want to reshuffle these things. I don't want to reshuffle these things.
Yeah.
It's the weekend, as he said.
So, anybody in chat, make sure you let us know when and if you complete a plan, so that way we can flip it over for future rounds. And also, the first person to complete a plan will get to decide if we have to shuffle the deck right then or not. So,
oh yeah, I forgot that was a
I
thing,
always
and we
forget
never
that
played.
rule.
Yeah,
So,
we've never done it like that.
we've done it sometime. We've done it when I remember, which is about a third of the time. So, all right. So everybody's probably got these. So they've been staring at them forever.
I think
I'm
so.
gonna
Yeah,
go ahead
let's
and
do it.
swap. Okay, so that purple one, that is the symbol that I was talking about. Oh, we got 2 of them. So lots of choices.
okay.
So this symbol, what you will do is you will mark one of the blocks that is in this purple block with the same
Yeah,
symbol.
we
See,
want
it's
one
the
of
same
those.
symbol.
The question is which
You'll mark
one.
one of them, and that makes that size neighborhood more
I think we're gonna go
valuable.
for the 6.
So I'm going to...
Which is actually a little awkward because usually while you're doing this, you'd want to choose whatever you're working for the most of. But right now, I mean,
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
ish.
So now
Maybe.
I need
For
either
anybody
a
that
5
hasn't played before,
here,
I will generally
need
say that
biz,
one size neighborhoods
4
are
or
kind
the
of the most
6.
bang for your
'Cause
buck.
biz will allow
And
me
since
to
we kind of already
duplicate a
need 3 of them,
That's
but
I'm following all of everybody's strategies today. I'm gonna see how well I do.
let's see how that works out.
I don't
for
know.
you.
I usually do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, people, give her all of your worst strategies, all the ones that didn't work before.
Oh, thanks.
We'll see how it
Crystal
works
says they
out.
usually forget the shuffling too. Actually, a lot of people apparently forget the shuffling thing. So
I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's really weird too that it's just like the first person to complete a plan and not the first time any given plan is completed.
Yeah.
Because then at least you would, but that might be too much shuffling.
No, that's interesting though, because I didn't think about that either. Because that would still mean you were only doing it twice, right? But if that one gets completed, then we're done.
Well, no, it's only if the same person does all 3 of
Oh,
the
that's
game
right.
ends.
You're right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. What do I know? I just play games. All right, you want to flip them?
Yeah, that's good work.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, there's a 15
I
with a
love
fence.
fences.
10 with a fence.
15
Okay, there's a
fence,
14
10
with a pool.
fence,
So that's
14
this
pool.
is the symbol I was talking about. So if you put a 14 somewhere
I don't
With a
where
pool.
there is
I
a
want that
pool
fence,
already
though.
drawn on here,
So we're
then you
gonna
would
go
circle the pool, mark off the first point
15.
bonus over here,
No, 15. Okay.
and then
15.
that will
We're just
at the
gonna
end,
finish off.
having more pools
We're gonna
is
start those ones.
worth more points
for
in
later.
general.
So I now have a neighborhood
Which
of
one do I
1,
actually want though?
which is going to
Because
be worth 3
15
points
is
at the end.
it's always
and that
nice to have a
gets me started
15,
toward this bonus.
but it's also super hard to get this one with a pool here at the end.
I know. I don't know. What's your strategy? I went ahead and went with the 15 fence. Like I said, I do love a fence.
I'm going to do the pool.
And with
then.
3 ones, you're going to need a lot of fences, I feel like.
And also there are already fences at the ends of the row. So there are solid lines at the ends and dotted lines in the middle here because this is already a fence. So if I put a 1 here and then put a fence there, that would be a one-size neighborhood already. I don't have to put a fence on both sides at the end.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you think if we flip back and I take a picture and I upload it into the comments every time, then people who come in late can play?
I think that would be very difficult.
I literally
You
just
gotta-
have to pick a picture and put it in the comments,
you
right?
gotta- is
Yeah,
it-
I mean,
can
we
you
might as well do
that?
it now.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
it's
try
too
it.
silly, I suppose. Okay.
I mean, it's going to get silly, but
Yeah.
before it gets too silly, he says.
All right. Here you go.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
There you go.
Set 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Give me set 2. All right. Give me set 3. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me set 4. And
Okay, so this is the one that we need to use now. Okay. Ooh,
it
that's
occurred to me, I
exciting.
touched my own face and I got
That's a
super
9.
paranoid about it because I was like, no, wait. You're home.
That is a
9.
that is a 9.
Oh, it's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a 6 with a line on top. No, it is not.
That
All right.
14 Park is really nice. I'm going to do that one.
All right. Oh, I may not be able to.
Yeah, I didn't think you could put comments in or picture comments in live streams.
Oh, that makes me disappointed.
So, okay, that's fine. It was
I'm sorry,
there,
y'all.
there was an attempt.
An attempt was made. Darn. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
I think maybe for the next one. So we'll probably do this at least a couple of times in the next week or so. I mean, probably more than a couple of times. So we'll try and come up with something. Maybe we can take pictures and have a different thread. And it can be like the folks who aren't watching on the video thread, right? Because
Yeah.
maybe some people don't want to pull up the video or they're doing something else.
It's
Or,
true.
yeah.
Or we could take. I could run through all the pictures in advance or whatever, and like I did for the play along.
Oh yeah, that'd be
initially.
cool. And then you'd already have them, and you could just go like,
have them.
"Boop."
Yep.
That would be nice. All right, next time. Well, by the
We'll figure it
time
out.
we've done this, after 4 weeks, we'll have it like it'll
Yeah.
be perfect. So,
Yeah.
I promise. Oh, I should probably play.
Quarantine keeps going. We'll get real good at this eventually. I
Oh.
think. So,
Well, it's not.
that's not ideal.
All right. What the numbers or the?
Oops. Yeah.
Oh, good point. So Crystal's actually doing. Are you doing like a watch party or something? Anyway, it'll be there so you can watch hers and catch up
Oh,
if you
okay.
can. Yeah.
Cool.
So. Oh, Sarah points out the other thing though with you flip them early would be there wouldn't be able to be any shuffling.
Yeah, when I did the holiday one where I did the 2 turns a day, I just pre-shuffled at turn 20. Like I just assumed someone would get it about there.
Yeah.
And then shuffled then. So, and I set it up front that I'm just going to pre-shuffle on turn 20.
Oh, yeah, that makes
So-
sense. Cool. Are we good? Yeah, Kiki's here. She says having it up for a while without needing to devote specific time would be great for toddler chasers. I get it. You know, I mean, I think everything's going to be, especially the longer it goes on, like time starts to lose all meaning. And
Yeah.
sort of like when you work at home, like me. So yeah, I think it would be a kind of fun idea to be able to have like a play later, even maybe.
Yeah, I mean, technically the video on demand stays up.
Yeah, but they don't
So,
get the
yeah,
joy
it's
of
not the
getting to
same.
play with us. So,
That's
and
true.
that is a joy. All right,
Pretty
so
good.
yeah. You're a better flip, like you remember which way to flip them every single time. So,
Oh, that's
try.
7
all right, 4 tree.
Tempting.
Well,
I'm gonna have to
I
do
don't
that.
like
I
this
think.
one either.
Why don't you like this one?
Yeah, we're gonna do the 7 fence.
I think that's good because there's more fences.
And we're
So
gonna
many
leave
more
the fence off.
fences.
The 14. Or-
What is time?
No,
Exactly.
maybe I keep the 6 here.
No idea. You know how I mark
I
time?
don't know.
Dan comes home from work, and when he goes like on a work trip or whatever, I don't, and that's a problem. So
Sorry, I
it's
know
just
my
like,
chair
True.
is squeaky.
yeah, it's a good thing you're here to help me know what
To help
time it
you
is.
Mark time.
All right.
You good?
Yes. I designed board games from home. Time lost meaning for me for long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, feels.
So we've got 2 5s here. So
Ooh. I
so
need
the
a
choices
5.
are a little bit limited
it's a
in that regard. You got a 5 of the fence or a 5 of the pool,
Heck,
but then you got an
yes.
11 that can
We
be
gotta
modified.
score
So that
that
one's actually a
pool.
pretty wide range.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Wow.
Perfect.
Oh,
was
5 in a pool
not
though.
expecting-
I've got a perfect spot for the 5 in the pool.
Oh,
I actually left it open,
Was
like
Anna
trying to go
Maria
for an
doing the
inside
same
straight
thing I
or
did?
something, which was probably bad strategy, but it worked.
Only a bad plan if it doesn't work.
Oh, I did it. This is true. I don't sleep when Ben is gone. I do sometimes. Usually put my head on the desk and catch a nap and then wake up and wonder where I am. Just start working again. We were home this week for spring break, says Sarah. I kind of love it, but I look forward to everything goes back to normal. Yeah, it's been a decidedly odd week for sure. So I'm looking
good?
forward
So
to
I'm set up
Yeah.
with some good neighborhood stuff here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm going to have to move into other
I'm going to be
rows.
teleworking for a while
Soon.
now. So
Okay.
Biggest
But-
tips for working at home: wear shoes.
13 Park.
Change your clothes when you get out first thing in the morning.
Maybe.
The biggest reason is I think if you just stay in your pajamas,
11 neighborhood.
like you tend to not
13.
do anything. Like things don't change enough. So
Kind of going all in.
also avoid the fridge at
row.
all costs. So because when you're at work, it's not there, right? When you're at home, you're like, what kind of tasty leftovers do we have? And then you're like, oh my God, I've been in the fridge all day. What is the matter with me?
If anybody is on the Blitz
Cool.
YouTube or Twitch channel watching me right now, put something in the chat. Let me know, because I'm curious, because I have no idea if anyone's actually watching me.
What if I
so
change it in
welcome
clean
to.
pajamas? Honest to God, you could change into clean pajamas. I think it's the act of changing just so that you know, okay, I'm in fresh whatevers.
Yeah.
I should start my day now. So
Do the numbers
Yeah.
reset to the right?
whatever
of the
whatever
fence?
works to help you set that routine.
No, they do
Because I know
not.
for me, the biggest
So
problem with
the
working
fences
from home
only
is
are for the purposes
that
of
I
making
like
neighborhoods.
the separation of
The
like
numbers
just being able
never
to close
reset.
up my
You still have
laptop
to
at
go
the end of the day and
lowest
go
to
home.
highest.
Yeah.
And
Left to right.
if I'm working from home, I have a tendency to
Oh, this is
keep
new.
checking
Okay.
back in and keep working on stuff. So
I don't know
I
what
have
that's
to-
like.
Man, I was planning on
Yeah.
not keeping in the same
I know.
row. But
So
it's
I have to
working. Not to,
I have to
right?
make sure that I put
The
that
12 is
separation
too
in there
good, so we're
as
gonna
best
take
I
that
can.
12.
That makes sense.
Whatever divides it up.
I'm not scoring that
Yeah.
pool, so
No,
I
that
crossed it off. You don't
entirely
have
makes
to do
sense.
that, but I do.
So I
just
used
for
this and
myself.
I made a
Yeah.
12 out of it.
I made a 16 out of
Where are you
it.
gonna put that 12?
My
We're gonna put
goodness.
it-
Yeah.
Once again, if you feel like you're getting close to the plans, let us know. Actually, you don't have to let us know if you're
Don't let
close.
us know if you're close.
Just
Let us know
us
when you
know.
get it.
Everybody's
know
like,
when you
I've
get
got part of a 3. That's fine. That's great. We're proud.
I'm actually not doing bad on
Good.
this really
Yeah.
valuable plan, the 1-1-1-6. I already have 2 1s. I'm close to a 6. I need one more 1, and I
Make
need
sure that I
something
go
to
at
go
a
there.
reasonable pace for the people that are
Which
online. Okay, so this is the first time this has come up. So
we're
what
definitely-
this means is that if you make the 15
Oh, shoot,
somewhere,
I can do
then
that.
you get the ability to make a beast. So you
So
can
what
take
we're
a
gonna
number
do-
you already have. So like say I wanted to make
1.
I wanted to make this 7.
1.
I could make a 7B. I could make it on either side of the number. So
Just do that in the
basically
chat.
you can take whichever a number you already have. Doesn't have to be connected to this one. Doesn't have to be the 15 that you're making, and you make a B. But then you have to mark a penalty over here. So the first time you do it, it's only 1 point. So it's actually a good way to get extra buildings out for not a lot of penalty. But it does rack up. If you do it a lot, you'll rush the game to an end, but you'll be kind of penalized. So you better have a really good strategy if you're going to do it a lot. But it's reasonable to do it.
Yeah, I guess the early ones are almost worth getting to the bigger points. Like, right? That's like 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it's another
I
strategy.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I find you want to use at least a couple somewhere in there, but
Oh my God.
But
Crystal has already completed 1116. So
well,
if you're like me and you just got to the 111 and you thought that you were just like killing it, then you were wrong. Crystal's just killing it. Fine. If anyone else has got it, you will score 11 points. And hey, that was actually 11 points. That's the big one, right?
yeah.
So
I think the biggest one is 12, but
yeah,
What is that? Is that?
I don't remember now.
it's the big one for this
yeah,
table. Yeah.
for sure.
All right. So flip it over because
Okay.
nobody else has got it. can you fence bits after it has been played? Once you've used it as a neighborhood for one of these, you can't like break it down further. No.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're asking. If that's not what you're asking.
Yeah. You also you can't put fences, but if you use this to make a B building, you can't.
That
But
doesn't seem right to me from what I know.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's being asked there, but we'll figure it out. If we didn't answer it, they'll ask again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
All
are we
right.
good?
Yep. Well, it'd be better if that one plan was still out there, but
Well,
I guess that's not a thing. I was just so excited because I've got like 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 all in it. Yeah. I'm killing it. I thought.
Because if it goes like our 6 nymph game at Dice Tower West, Crystal seem like she's doing really good. And then she'll crash at the end. So, just saying.
How'd you put her? You just put her business right on the street like that.
Oh my
God.
That's what
Girl,
I
I'm
do.
sorry.
3, 4, and 9.
Oh my goodness.
These. So really, I'm nowhere near any of the other plan cards right now.
She says she thinks you might be able to stick a fence between these numbers.
I didn't think so.
Do you want to lean over and grab the rules? Don't lean too far.
Oh, God. Run out of my chair.
I'll look it up while you flip the next numbers if you like. I won't be able to find it, but I'll look it up anyway. Duplicate houses can never be separated by fences. Yep. Now we know. Cool.
Right in
Thankfully, I
the
didn't break that
description
rule
of the.
yet.
Oh yeah, hey, we forgot to ask if she wanted us to shuffle the deck. Oops.
Oh no, I missed the last number.
So we're gonna flip this, and then you can tell us if you want the deck
I
shuffle.
even said it.
This is,
Four.
I
don't
mean,
remember what was
if
listed.
you haven't watched a stream before, this is kind of the name of the game. Like we're gonna mess everything up, and someone will have to remind us what to do.
I even
So-
said it at the start of the game.
That's
and
awesome.
still made-
Oh, that's the doorbell. That is probably the
Oh.
lovely and talented Benita. So, yeah.
I missed the 4.
All right. So I'm going to figure out where to stick these numbers because I seem to have a lot at the end and some in the middle and then none at the beginning. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
12, 10. 7.
Let's see. I think I'm going to do.
I painted myself into a bit of a corner here, but
10, 11, 12. I think, this is really hard, you all. What color was with the 4 last turn? Purple for the neighborhood?
okay.
Okay.
So I can mark off on the purple, which we definitely do. 6.
I think these are not great numbers.
Oh, did you flip it again? I don't know that I did the last one.
No,
Oh, no,
this is the
same
one that
set
you flipped,
I did.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I. Those aren't wonderful.
Is Jasmine going in to say hi to Benita?
Probably.
You all can probably actually hear her. It just occurred to me.
Hello.
Hey, you want to pop in?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, everybody can hear you, so.
Hi, internet.
Let's see. So I don't know where to put these because they're just not fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm choking. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it somewhere and I'm gonna regret it, I'm sure. But I'm choking. There we go. It's done. What's done is done.
Fair enough. Okay. Good.
All right.
People probably been deciding way faster.
Hey
than I-
Alice, how are you feeling? Oh my gosh, Alice just had a baby
Oh, geez.
like 5 days ago or something like that. So
6.
girl, also the baby's beautiful.
Might be good.
4
4 cool.
Right?
Here.
Oh my
This is
God.
why I love you because we're like, I don't know what to do.
Let's score another pool.
Oh, let's see.
Try not to cheat is what we're trying to do
There we
here.
go.
Y'all are gonna have to keep me honest.
Oh.
And I by y'all, I mean
I'm just watching the dog so she doesn't.
Anybody
We've kind
who's
of got
watching.
like lights
Somebody can
trained
watch this
across
later
here and
be like,
everything.
"Crystal,
So
you cheated."
All right, let's do it.
Cool, 10
Oh.
neighborhood, 8 fence.
All right.
8 fence.
These still aren't helpful. I mean, I just need this one on the end. Please just give me this one on the end.
The middle numbers are going to keep coming up, though. That 12 pool is more valuable, I think.
Y'all aren't going to be mad about it.
Pool.
Fine, I'll do that. And then done.
How was that done?
Because I put 8 and I'm not saying something is done. I'm just saying I'm done.
You're done. Okay, I was like, what plan is finished with a whole bunch of
It's a
blanks?
qualified duns.
Okay.
Sarah, we'll see you soon. I'm glad you got to stop by for a little bit.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So what we're going to do...
That 3 is so cool. I get a 1. Okay, I'm actually done with something. I'm done with the 3-4. Number 3.
Okay.
I did it.
So it's 7 points for you.
It is. And it's forest or park. And I've actually filled in that whole thing. That's pretty cool.
We're going to try and
Go
get
me.
5 up here.
I'm very excited. You can tell. Woohoo!
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I have a plan for once. So
One perk. I
also
probably
the
should
dog's
take
like
it.
over here. She totally wants pets.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Yes. How are you all?
Get
1
another 1. An 8
and
park.
10.
Oh, now we're gonna get all
One
ones because I said that I didn't need it
So I think
earlier,
we should
so it
take
feels
the
bad
1.
about it.
Something like that.
So can I make this a 0?
Mhm.
Can I make it a -1?
No.
I don't like that. If I can go down 2.
Take it up with Benoit Turpin. I'm sure that's not the correct pronunciation. Probably got Benoit right. I'm sure that's not the correct pronunciation. of the last name.
Benjamin Klein just completed number 2 as well.
Okay.
So he did the
Cool.
1116. Nice.
Cool.
Great name, by the way. All right. Yes. So if you just have the base game, we have the expansions for this. And most of them are just kind of like holiday flavored maps, but there are a couple of cute additions in the Christmas one. You're trying to get holiday lights put up.
Yeah.
Is that correct? I think it's called
5.
Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, there's some it's a pretty minor rules tweak for the different maps. The zombie one I cannot recommend. The others are okay.
Yeah. But in particular, it comes with the
Here.
dry
We'll
race
draw the fence.
maps.
Yeah.
And also you can use, so this is, for
Don't use
example,
these
one of
there.
the alternative maps.
Off.
It's like looking in a mirror. I've got to try and figure out which direction
Oh,
to hold it.
that's the nuclear fallout.
Yeah,
one.
this is kind of the Fallout one. But
Yeah.
as you can see, you can still use it as a regular map. It's just
I don't
funny
know.
colored.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
not
it's
super
cute.
close to finishing any.
It never
of the
occurred to me that
plans,
the
but we got that
pools
first
are
one
actually
done
green.
lightning fast, so.
Oh no. Oh, you flipped and I got all
We
excited.
did.
I got all excited. I like this game. I really do. This is really good.
Okay.
5
I've
in fence,
completed
9 in a fence.
Plan number 1. So that's the 5 and 5. I
Oh,
have that across the bottom here.
very nice, sir.
I think I could make this a little bit.
Okay,
So that's 8 points for me.
nice. So the plans are done, but not one person has done all
Right.
3 yet. So,
Yeah.
although just wait, Crystal will do them. So, and actually, did you say you were Twitch streaming this? That's really cool. I didn't know that
Oh,
you
okay.
could take a Facebook one and put it on Twitch. So I like it. I think she's maybe Twitch streaming what she's doing.
Could be.
That's a great idea. I like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
You're still waiting for me to be done. Be
I
done.
wasn't sure if you were done.
Calling out the 5 and 5 too. So
Cool. So
Ooh,
yes, then
2
you also
apart.
got the 8 points.
No.
yeah,
What do I need?
because you got it the same
That's
round that
6
Ben
fence
did.
is probably
Oh, and
good
Kiki
for
says
me.
she's got to go and chase a baby.
Oh,
So
bye, Kiki.
my love to the babies. We'll see you soon.
So,
Oh,
2
Kiki and I are streaming tomorrow. I'm going to let you all know since you are on this stream today. So Kiki and I are streaming early on Twitch tomorrow. The usual Sunday stream I do at 3 is going to be at, I think, 1 my time. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to be screaming with the cardboard kid. So we're going to play Burgle Brothers with her, and it's going to be amazing. So I cannot, if you get a chance and you aren't doing anything Sunday around 1 Eastern, you should come and totally watch that. It's going to be super fun.
Okay.
She is super, I mean, she was awesome, right? We
Yeah.
got to meet her at Dice Tower West. I mean, she's like on fire.
Yeah, it's always good to see, younger people being excited about this.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
So it'd be very easy to not care about this and just be into video games or whatever.
Yeah.
More instant gratification and stuff. So
There is that.
It's nice to see.
Kind of nice to see the next generation of girls game shelf ladies like out there doing it. I'm done. If you would like to go ahead and flip them, I know I get off on my tangents.
And not to say anything bad about video games, because I do love video games.
Me too.
11-9.
We've got an article coming out probably this week. It's 2 smaller card games that were designed by young women under 10. So I am super excited to show those to you all because just wow, when I was under 10, what was I doing? Mostly riding a bike around and get my knees messed up. Like I was not designing. I tell a lie, I did. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let me write this down. I'm going to forget what I'm doing.
I had designed, I wouldn't call it designed a game per se, but long before I knew about board games or role-playing games or anything like that, I had a bunch of little tiny little Star Wars figures that were like this tall. And
like Micro Machines?
Yeah, I think they were Micro Machines.
Yes, so did I.
Now, yeah, so I had a bunch of those, and our kitchen.
Hey, look, it actually focused.
Our kitchen floor was actually like a tile pattern, a square tile pattern, and so like I had this game that I'd made up where they were like on the. I used the floor of the kitchen,
like your battle map,
right? And when they would be like, and as long as I got within a certain place, I would roll a die to see if they hit the other one. They hit, they would knock them. I mean, it was like very very basic, and it was just basically, and I would cheat because I wanted the rebels to win and stuff. So, but the idea was that long before I knew about anything else.
That's so cute. Oh, I love that.
Kind of, yeah.
I love too that. I mean, that's like the ingenuity of kids, right? That you just had these figures, and that just happened to work as a grid surface. So go for it. That's what we're doing now.
I'm gonna put the link to the Girls Game Shelf community in the chat again for anyone who's watching later. So join the Girls Game Shelf community.
She is streaming from her computer via Restream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really neat. I love that. So. We are super stoked about Cardboard Kid, so that's going to be a great stream.
Good.
Yep. And Burgle Brothers. So this will be the first time Kiki and I actually play a cooperative game.
Yeah.
Because we always play competitive games, and if y'all have been on the Twitch streams, you know what that's like. So we might actually be nice to each other during it. I know what's. I don't know. Some of the flavor might not be there, but.
It's different now. I hate it.
889 did not help me either.
Yeah, that's not good.
Garbage.
What do I want to do?
They do skew towards the middle, but I have unfortunately filled the middle in on every row now because it's been coming up so much.
Yeah, it has. I feel like we haven't got a lot of lower numbers.
No, not hardly at all.
Yeah, same.
I've got both of mine are kind of open.
If you stream the stream to infinity, do you get that cool effect on TV? Yes. We'll try it.
Where are all the pools? They're all at the bottom. We're never going to see them either.
Sorry, Elizabeth.
I like that. The 13 fence is also
oh, jeez.
Good.
Well, it has to be the 13 because I literally can't do anything else. Awesome.
I gotta say I'm not too bad. I could use the 6 too, but you're right, man. That's it's getting light.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to just burn the 13, and then do I want to fence something? Yeah, you know what? I'll just throw a fence in here because there we go. I don't even need it, but it is a fence now. It is officially fenced.
There you go.
Fenced as heck. Oh, Elizabeth, I got to see pictures of your butterfly game that is coming out, and oh my god, it looks so good. That's going to be another one of those day one go beat the friendly local game store door down. So
less good. Okay.
Once again, 6. Where are all?
You've got a 2, right? That's not bad.
That's not the worst possible result.
It's not good either, but it's not bad. I think, and I'm in that horrible position. Do I stick it here or stick it? I'm just going to stick it there and try and get that 3. I think I'm going to go for this one next.
Oh no, he's slipping already.
Oh, there's a
shoot.
3 pool.
13.
3 pool.
Purple.
7.
After we've all filled in that one that's up there at the top.
Of course
Just
we
like,
have.
oh, but I can't use the 3. I just will not. I'm so desperate for it. I'm just going to put it in there, even though it doesn't do me any other
That
good.
would be really risky.
Oh, but I could also use that 7.
But I have to
But
use a 3.
Oh.
Oh no.
Do
What
it.
do I do? No, I'm just going to skip the pool. It's just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
go
telling you,
there.
it's better to get it in there, because even though we're not rolling, they are like
There's a
in there.
distribution.
There's a distribution of them, so we know that there's less 3s and way more 7s. So we will see 7 again.
It is our fault. We did forget to shuffle. So
We've not shuffled.
by throwing off the distribution, we have
The gods hate us.
by making the cards play all the way out, we've thrown off the distribution somehow.
Oh no.
Oh god.
15's not bad. I'll take 15.
That 5.
Uh-oh. That's not a good noise.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
But the 5 I have.
Oh, it just occurred to me I could have stuck my 3 pool someplace else. Well, darn it. Well, we're going to shuffle here in a second. So, yeah. You look thrilled.
I'm having the time over here.
You all, something else that we thought about doing was we could do on tour this way. And if you haven't played that, you have a little map and you'll get a couple of numbers every turn, and you got to figure out where to stick the numbers on the map to basically make them go in order.
You have to make a pathway through the map.
So that's another easy one that you just have to download like a sheet for, or have the app for.
Well, the app is a controlled game. You can't.
So there's
use the
not
app
just
for that.
okay.
No,
So you have to have a
the
sheet.
pad.
So we we could find that we can find the sheet and upload it into the files for the group, and then everybody would have it, and then all we'd have to do is flip some cards.
Yeah,
And we'll try and find a couple of other things that would be kind of fun to do in this format too. Yeah.
You good?
I think I can't remember now. Did I do that one? Hold on. Yes, because I used a
So I
15.
need
Okay.
a 1 over here is the problem.
I don't even know what I'm doing
No one
anymore.
answered me whether I can do
Just
this
shuffle
twice.
after
'cause I
this
don't know if
one.
I can or
Yes.
2 pool.
2 pool. I've got it.
You did it.
I did.
You did
Yay.
it.
I'm so
6.
proud.
Can't do a 6.
All
So it
right.
has to be the 2.
We may stream later so we're gonna get halal guys tonight. And if you're not privy, okay, look, if you're anywhere close, go get some halal guys sometimes because it is amazing. But if
Leave
you're
that for
not
like
pretty,
30 more seconds, then I'm gonna
Should I
shuffle.
take the
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
probably some of the hottest, like just straight up in a packet condiment that you can get in the United States, right? I'm trying to think of
Maybe from a restaurant. I mean,
I'm just saying, like in a
Yeah.
ketchup container. Can you think of anything
we're
else
getting in
where they'll
trouble with those
just
middle
No.
numbers.
hand you something
Because I
that's
don't have a lot of
basically
places
like,
I can put 'em.
acid in a packet and say, here, you can have this to put on your food? I think not. So when you go in the restaurant, they fill your plate and then they're like, okay, how many strips of this do you want on there? And if you ask for more than 2, they'll start to go, this is hot. And what they mean is, your mouth is going to be on fire for the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow too. So it's extreme. So that's what we're having for dinner anyway. And Benita and Ben are the champions when it comes to.
it's just a like a crushed red pepper paste. So it's
It's
I mean,
so
it's
good.
definitely spicy. It
Yeah.
builds
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
They're shuffling.
yeah. I was trying to think. I mean, it gets like kind of close to Thai spicy, but maybe
Yeah.
not quite. But it's.
I mean, yeah, it's significantly hotter than anything like a Taco
So
Bell sauce.
Yeah,
or
they
anything
give you
like
this
that,
teeny
but-
little packet, right? And like seriously, one packet is usually enough for most people. And then they have this like white sauce that's like a tzatziki. It's like tzatziki and ranch had a baby together, and that's the
Yeah,
sauce that
'cause
goes on it.
There's no cucumber and there's no dill.
But there's stuff in it.
But there's like lemon and the color. So there are some things that are similar.
Yeah. But that comes in a packet that's like this big, and basically they mean for you to use that to counteract anything that the red sauce might have done to you. So don't get it on your skin. It'll like
Besides
alien
that-
blood. It just
It's not that
it
bad.
feels that bad
It's
sometimes.
not that bad.
And when I'm not feeling well, I like super spicy food. So at one point I told Ben, yeah, go ahead and pick up some halal guys, and I think I put like 2 full packets of the red sauce on there, and I cried for days just randomly just it was awesome. Food talk is making me hungry. Oh, well, yeah.
All right, there we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's not good.
We're doing great.
No.
Okay. 8, 9, 10 is probably bad for me. Oh, no, it's not horrible. Okay, so
On tour is a brain nightmare. I like On tour a lot.
we're going to do
Yeah.
I do agree, though, that at some
Like
point
this
you're
one,
just
though.
kind of like, all right,
We
where
want-
are we going with this? Because I'm lost.
I can do any
So-
of them. I don't need any more
I
fences.
like
Ooh, but if I
the
fence off some
app.
ones,
Unfortunately, you can't play it multiplayer.
that's
It's
good, 'cause
only
I
the
get 3
solo
points
game
for
when
that.
Yeah.
you're playing with the app. But
so,
I like the app because kind of the worst part
but
about
the 9,
On
it
Tour
doesn't
is
work on
trying
the
to
9,
tot up
and then we went
which way is
big
actually
fives
your
for
best if you have like multiple
And
competing.
the app does that for you?
The app does it for
Oh,
you. So
that's
if you have like
nice.
3 or 4 pathways that are similar, or like which way is like 1 or 2
We're running
points
out of, I
better,
have
like,
nothing
it just
in the middle
figures it
anymore,
out
though, so
for
we're going to
you.
have to
So
start marking bad
it's not that
stuff.
hard. It's pretty easy to keep. You can probably tell as you're going along which way is your best way, but
I feel like I usually can
Yeah.
tell. Like,
but
I-
it
I'm
can
so
get
sorry.
confusing,
I never-
or you can have you
Here's
can
the
have
cards.
branches to
Oh
your.
gosh,
You
I'm
know,
so
if,
sorry
if,
if anyone's
if you're
trying
like,
to
well,
play
you
after
you
the
build
fact
it
and you're
out in
yelling at
such a
me.
way that maybe it
Those are the
branches,
cards.
or
9,
and sometimes the
purple,
app will find something
10
that like I didn't
fence,
quite
8
expect.
fence.
It'll double back
Sorry.
on something that I didn't realize I'd put the right number in there.
yeah,
So
that
can
has
be,
happened to
that
me.
can be helpful.
Especially when you get up the East Coast, because it's just like the East Coast is,
Yeah.
where there's a ton of little things, and then you get out west, and it's like there's huge gaps.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, Monique, how are you? I keep seeing pictures of you doing all sorts of cool things at Gamma, and I've got a little bit of FOMO, so me.
No. Well, actually,
6 and 7 are both
Crystal's
real
going to play
bad
on
for
Board
me.
Game Arena next. You'll I put together a list today on the website. It's on the blog of places that you can go on the web. You can play board games with other people over the web, and they're all free resources. I think I marked a few as they have some paid content, but not everything is on there. So check that out. I'm pretty sure that's in the community group. The Board Game Arena is one of them, and if you've watched Kiki and I's Twitch streams, we've streamed on that platform before.
That's
I
what you're
really,
using
really
most
like
of the
it. Yeah.
And
In
it's
particular,
stupid that
because
I'm putting it
it's an
there.
easier way sometimes to learn a new game than sitting down and like reading the rules. It will kind of walk you through a basic game if you do the tutorial mode. And also it prevents you from doing anything you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about learning in an app is that you can't make illegal moves, and that's like one of the, because sometimes you'll have. I mean, you can still like build towards something you thought you could do, and then you can't. It turns out you can't do it.
Yeah.
You can still have that happen, and that sucks when you're playing it with somebody and they're like, "Oh, I thought I was building towards this, and I didn't realize I couldn't." And you're like,
Yeah.
but how could anybody at the table tell that you were building towards an illegal move?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So that's kind of nice.
I mean, you can still do that in an app, but what you can't do is actually then make that illegal move and no one notice. So
Which happens.
there's at least that.
Sophia says she's gotten her second plan.
Okay.
So
6,
Eggs Benedict
9,
is at
11.
least 40 to 60% of them.
Oh, no,
Eggs Benny is a sandwich. I will not accept anything but
Okay.
Not a
it
sandwich.
is
That
a
9
sandwich.
It's not a
fine.
sandwich, but it is almost a sandwich because it is. So like your burger,
Girl, I have to live with him.
your burger the other day, right?
That's fantastic.
That's-
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. But right, so that is a sandwich that is just missing a component. So it's a sandwich,
Make it
but
less
barely a sandwich. But then your
Sorry, I know it's
but then
blurry.
your Eggs Benedict,
it.
right? That's a it's not a sandwich by default. You can make it a
Ooh,
sandwich
she finished
very
her third
easily,
plan.
so it's
Oh,
not
no.
a sandwich, but barely not.
All you gotta do
sandwich.
is slap that together,
No,
and it's a
no,
sandwich.
that's my logic, and I'm sticking
and a
to
croque
it.
monsieur, a croque madame is
That's game over.
I mean basically
Someone
all
got
the
their
same
third
things,
plan.
right? It's got
It's-
dairy in there, it's
Yeah.
got some meat,
Trouble.
it's got an egg
Sure.
on it. We call that a sandwich.
And I could
But
have finished another
That's
plan,
because
but
that
I
is a
didn't.
sandwich. And you just
It's the
you
same number
you
of points
make it a
either way,
sandwich,
though.
right? But an Eggs Benedict doesn't have that second piece.
The croque madame has the egg on top, open. Just
oh,
laying
I love
Oh,
that
that's
they're
not
talking about
sandwich.
sandwiches and not
That's
paying
just breakfast.
attention to the fact that the game ended.
I don't like.
Sophia just got her third plan,
Oh wow.
and Monique said you hurt her so.
Well, I'm
All right,
sorry.
so she just got her
Okay,
third
then
plan.
that's
That
it.
means pretty much wrap it up, you all. So
Yeah,
So now
that
figure out what you're
was
doing.
not
Wow.
good. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so if you didn't get a plan, it's not worth anything to you. If you you get whichever for the parks. So like
17
See if I
here.
can. I don't know.
I
This is
won't
gonna
know
be
on
super
this until
visible.
somebody says.
Which way am I doing?
Oh.
There we go. So like my top row there, I never did any parks, so that's gonna be 0 points for me. But then that next row, I did 3 of them. So the earliest visible one is 6. So I'm gonna get 6 points for that row, and then the one below it, the one that's visible is the 4. So I'm gonna get 0, 6, and 4 for a total of 10. That's how you calculate those.
I have 1, 2, 3.
We do need to know how many caution symbols that you got.
Yes.
So if you can type that in, we'll figure out who has the most. I only have 3.
I have 4.
Okay. So I am not in the running currently.
So yeah, so we need to know that. So let us know how many orange things you have. The temp agency, I believe someone said in the chat, is the correct name for the orange things.
How is that a temp agency?
I don't know. Man, why am I?
It was
supposed to
Crystal who
know?
said it, so I'm gonna check her.
Okay. Anyway, the pools, right? So every pool that you manage to circle, because you put the number
It is.
at the same time that you circle the pool, you marked off one of these blocks. So it's the same as the parks. It's whichever one is the lowest visible.
I don't have any.
How is that a temp agency though?
I don't know.
All
All right. So anyway, so like in this case, I marked 2 pools.
I have
Yeah, I
one.
marked 2 pools. So I have 2 blocks marked, so I get 6 points for pools. And then orange is, like I said, that's competitive, so we need to know how many people have.
So far, it's looking like everyone's hanging around. You've got 4.
Okay.
Elizabeth's got 4. Benjamin's got 4. Sophia's got 4. Sophia apparently was like the person who was just like keeping it on the down low and just like, I win. Thank you for playing with me today. So
48, 50, 60, 70.
Colin in the 3 club with me. Cindy at 2.
Okay.
So it's friendly ties, yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
That's how we're going to play it because there's no way to split
Okay,
it
so
up.
nobody said more than 4. So everybody that has 4 gets 7 points. Everybody that has 3 gets
4 points.
Gets 4 points. Everybody that has 2 gets 1 point. And if you have 1 or 0, you don't get anything.
Monique, next week, let's get together and I'll totally go over how this is set up because it's super duper simple. So
the neighborhoods. So again, if you have a continuous row of houses, whether it was part of a plan or not, if you have a continuous row of houses,
not the best.
fences on
I've
both
definitely
sides,
higher.
and remember that there are fences already at
I'm
the
bummed.
ends
I
of the
could've-
rows.
Better.
Then that constitutes a neighborhood, and then it's how, and so however many, so like this, let's see, so I have this one here where I went 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and there's fences on both sides of them, so that is a size 5 neighborhood. You check down here, my size 5 neighborhoods, I bumped it up 4 times, so my size 5 neighborhoods are worth 10 points. So that neighborhood is worth 10 points.
Look at you.
Every other size 5 neighborhood I have is worth 10 points, and so on. So
I entirely forgot that I was working on that 6 for the 6 one.
Never filled it
The
in.
last thing that I put in was this 11.
Oh,
That could have gone there.
could've
Just
gone
like,
there.
why?
Yeah.
I think that's something I like about the game, though, is
Yeah.
it is kind of easy to get a little outside of it because you're
Yeah.
working on like this pretty neighborhood. You're going to get it right. So, oh, yeah. Sophia's got like 95. So, all right. We got a 95, a 73,
Oops,
a
9.
68.
No, I'm checking. Sorry.
35, 44.
30.
It's the excited part where everybody gets to watch us add.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish that one.
Math.
That was fun. I never
Here, let's make their part bigger because my score sheet doesn't need to be big right now. We can do this.
42.
Put this down here.
Wait, 72 and 16
So y'all
is
can see them.
88.
70. I only got 69 this time, but I was like,
Nice.
I was like, yeah, nice. But there were multiple spots where I was only 1 step off of that. I actually was only
It's
1
like
step off of
95
completing
points. It's
both of the
gonna
other
Monique,
plans.
you are
so-
11. You are an 11.
So.
Yes, so
Yeah.
88. Let's see what other scores we got coming in.
Kinda
60. Ooh, Cindy beat Colin too. Ooh, yeah. Drama in the households. 78 and 75. 68 for Benjamin. The other Benjamin. 73 for Crystal. 95 is still our high score, I think.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
I know Elizabeth was playing, so I can't wait to see. You know, she's probably like 170. It's like-
Yeah, I got
As
caught
she says
super
that,
off
Elizabeth
guard by the
posts her
game
score.
ending that early.
Me too, right? I thought I was still like kind
I
of
was
just
working towards
Yeah,
some really
'cause I
good
had-
silly
stuff
with
here,
where I was
and it
putting
just did
things,
not-
so-
I
Yeah,
didn't
because
get to
I
finish it.
nobody said they'd gotten any
That's
strikes
the only bummer with playing
yet.
people
So
online
I'm
is
not expecting
not
that.
knowing how close people are to their final goal. And I might have made different decisions, but
Bookending.
I still.
I think
am proud of
Elizabeth
it.
wound up like us, just like,
Yeah,
oh,
caught
it's
off
done.
Yeah.
What were we doing? This is what we're
Yeah,
playing.
it happens.
All right. So, I mean, we'll y'all keep putting scores in if you're still playing, but I think Sophia might have got it.
Yeah.
And you win a copy of Villagers, which I left in the other room. So I was gonna.
So
Congrats,
pretend that we're showing you a
Sophia.
copy of Villagers, and you'll get that. So make sure you send one or both of us a message on Facebook.
Yeah, just drop
Make
it in a
sure.
DM to me,
Okay,
so we'll
so
get
I'm
it in
gonna
the mail
drop
sometime
The link in the
Sometime.
chat.
when we can actually go to the
One
post
more
office.
time.
So
We'll figure
the
out.
blue box, I can probably just
Yeah.
shove it in there and run away real quick.
Right.
So
Yep.
toss it to the postman as he just drives.
Okay, so I've muted their stream now, only because I want to talk about them. Girls Game Shelf is an amazing community that you all should most definitely join. So they are streaming on Facebook right now, but they are on YouTube, they are on Twitch, they are on Facebook, they're all over the place. The link that I'm dropping in the chat is to their Facebook community, but you should 100% also follow them on Twitch, and you should subscribe to them on YouTube because they're making amazing content and honestly just the best stuff. So please go support Girls Game Shelf. As for me, I'm going to play on Board Game Arena here in a little bit, but I am going to end the stream for now just so I can go take a tiny break and update the stream title and all of that stuff. But if you are here right now, hi, and I want to play games with you on Board Game Arena in a little bit. So feel free to hang out or come back. Obviously, if you have notifications turned on for the Board Game Blitz YouTube channel by clicking the bell icon on our YouTube channel or turning notifications on in Twitch, then you'll know when I go live again. I'm going to turn their stream back on, see what they're saying real quick.
Steam
That
names
is a
and
brilliant
stuff.
idea.
So
You're a genie.
I try.
Yeah, and that
So-
way everybody can kind of meet
That
up
way
on
everybody
different
play those
platforms.
kinds of things, or play Civilization or something if you want to be there for 10 hours. Or
If
something.
you want to play Civilization with me, all day long, yeah, I will put off work for doing that. So yeah, I'm crazy. Anyway, on that happy note, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Get in some gaming, have a cup of tea, try and relax, do what you can, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. All right, so that their stream has ended now. Oh no, it's going to start another video. Cancel that. Don't do that. Okay. We're going to close this window, and we won't need the video anymore. We can actually turn this back on, I think. I think if we need to turn this one invisible, and there we go. Perfect. And this one we can turn invisible as well. For now, let's see which one. There it is. Okay. Awesome. If you're watching live right now, and you're not doing anything the rest of the afternoon / evening, whatever time it is where you are, I'll be back live in a little while. I'm going to go take a tiny break, and then I'll come back and play some games on Board Game Arena. So hopefully I will see you all in just a little bit. Yep. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun watching me play Welcome to with Girls Game Shelf. Bye, everyone.